they would have with growing pains of such a young team too.
Yeah, they lost 9 starters last year, so not a lot of experience going around, but hopefully the people who have experience can help.
I mean, you're losing key guys like Sean Grody, Matt Sheehan. Spencer Hammer's going to play this ball to Zach Salem, who's onside. Salem's going to get it. Tries to look back for Gunner. Gunner's going to fight for Salem. Gets it back though. Zach Salem has a fine taste in scarves, might I add. Excellent fashion. And Luke Wheeler is going to be onside. Milton looking very good with the run so far, staying onside. He's going to play it to Gunner Call. Gunner going to try to get by a guy. There's it. Sauk Prairie regains it at around midfield.
It's been a pretty even game so far.
Carson's going to head that up to Alfonso Lopez. Alfonso, returning sophomore. Zach just barely offside. Probably had a better look at it than I did, but Alfonso Lopez, you got him returning. I guarantee you he'll be he's going to be a leader of this team when he becomes a senior. He'll definitely be a captain for sure. Yeah, Sean Grody, I think I could see for him, or a Matt Sheehan. Obviously, losing guys like Buda and Brody in the middle, it's tough to replace, but you got guys like Logan Servin, and Luke Wheeler is going to be onside, and he's all alone. Wheeler's going to take the shot, and it's in! Goal!
In his first varsity game.
His first varsity game, and Luke Wheeler comes up huge.
First shot.
First shot, 1 goal, that's how you get a stat.
Their defense is not trying to play the offside strap, and it's not really working out too good. That's the second breakaway.
Second breakaway, Milton.
In 6 minutes.
Doing good with their chances so far. Look at, I believe that's Spencer over there, yep. In the ball, Logan Servin will be very solid as keeper is going to come out for this ball. He's probably going to play it out, yep.
No goalie. Oh, Sam.
Sam able to keep it in, plays it all the way across field, sky high. Spencer Hammer was very tall. That's going to go right to the keeper though.
Passing's gotten a lot better.
Absolutely, that's one of the bigger things Wagner, talks about. Don't want it to be like an Elkhorn where you're just playing boom ball. He wants a possession out of the back, working through the midfield, up to the forwards.
That's why he likes that 4-3-3.
Yep.
Play the center, the holding mid. Logan is the key to that formation.
Now, obviously, with Milton, some would say this was a rebuilding year almost, but I still think that they could contend for at least conference. Not try to go for state as Zach Salem will chase down the ball. Unfortunately, bad touch. However, that's going to be a throw-in. Not the scoff at there.
Sam's actually got a long throw-in on him. Saw that on Saturday.
Sam can be a weapon. Almost looks there. Sam Robinson kind of reminds me a bit of a wild horse sometimes. Can be very good, but
don't know what he's going to do next.
Absolutely. Can be a very key player. I like it when he makes the runs. He's very solid at making runs. And I know Wagner will look for that as well, too. I mean, you're losing guys, Fisher and Schmidt just would make runs all day long. And Sam will run himself dry, so I don't think we'll be able to hopefully replace that good. As Sauk Prairie is going to try building it out of the back here. And Little Robinson playing up a ways, fighting for the ball. Milton showing a lot of fight so far.
Scotty might need to watch out for his position. He's playing really well.
If Luke keeps it up and Scotty slacks off, Wagner will be quick to pull the plug. Which obviously you're losing a huge piece in Scotty then. Obviously just tonight in general, but and you gotta make sure that he stays straight, like he did last year, where it breaks the regular season goal record and most hat tricks in a game. Obviously, a huge piece for the Red Hawks, as I know Wagner has high expectations as well. He and Spencer, Gunner, and Nick Patrick are all captains this year, so obviously high expectations for the captains.
not risking anything anymore.
One thing that I do like about Milton, you knew was going to be very strong offensively. I mean, you got guys coming back, you know, Spencer, Vaggie, and then you got guys, you know, Zach Salem and, you know, Luke Wheeler can be solid pieces as well, and you got other younger guys. I think Milton will be very solid up front. The main question, though, is going to be defense, as Sam Robinson will do the wise thing and play it out there. Good job by Sam as pressure was on. As oh, that was a good run right there, but a bad touch though by number 9, Anthony Alcutter.
We got a brand new back line, so let's see if they get some chemistry really fast, so then they know where everyone is and they can easily pass out of the back.
And obviously, as a former defenseman, Kelly, how big is just talking back there and, you know, having team chemistry back there? How huge is that?
It's the main part. If you don't know where everyone is, you could easily pass it to the wrong spot, and one mistake can lead to a game that you can lose because of a bad pass or something. Also, we won last year against Oregon because of an own goal, so
True.
anything can happen.
And Oregon apparently has lost 2 of their seniors that were very well, as Zach Salem's going to be on. Ooh, they're going to call him offside anyway. Yeah. Zach has a solid move set and a good shot. Speed, though, is one of the questions, though. As much as I like Salem, he's fortunately just not the fastest guy out there. I mean, love you to death and all, Salem, but, I mean, he's got everything else done, but he's not messy out there, unfortunately.
He's got the cool hairstyle, too.
He does. He does.
Wearing number 7. He's trying to be like Ronaldo.
Obviously, the former number of Ben Wolf. Ben Wolf, a solid player on varsity, and got most improved as an award for the offseason.
He had to really change from, he was a center back to start the season. He ended up playing center, attack, and mid. So he had to go through a lot.
And obviously, changes happen throughout the year. I'm sure Wagner will be shifting guys around and, you know, just trying to find the right pieces, I think, because even last year we weren't set, and, you know, he looked for guys, and, you know, injuries take a toll as well, too, on the team. So the backups got to make sure that they're ready to go. I think they have a solid, like, depth for a bench this year. I mean, you got guys down there like Mikey, who's up and coming. You got guys like, you know, you got Bartlett, who I think can be very solid, very smart as well. You got guys like, young guys like Alex back there. Or Alex can be more midfield, excuse me. And then you got,
Xander.
Yep, Xander in the midfield. Xander was not surprised to see his name in the varsity. As Spencer Hammer going to try to chase down this ball. Keeper comes way out.
That was smart.
Smart move by the keeper. Fearless back there, like a former goalie of the Redhawks. And
mistake in the back.
And
good through ball.
That was a good through ball. Ricky comes out, and that's going to get by, and that's going to be a goal for the Eagles. Number 7, Juan Herrera, who's gotten through a couple of times. And obviously defense was going to be one of the bigger question marks, but they can handle it.
There goes Ricky's no-shave contract that's going on right now.
He had a no-shave contract?
Yes, if he can't shave until his first shutout. That's what he told me. He's going to be growing one for a long time with that new back line.
And Sauk threatening again. Carson throwing his body on the line. Good job. Will Robinson will clear that.
Foul. Now it looks like Sauk Prairie's got confidence.
Yep, Sauk. I think Sauk and Milton both have the right idea of just, they're playing just simple runs through the back, and who knows, probably Sauk has an experienced line as well, too. And if I'm not mistaken, Sauk Prairie lost to Oregon in their sectional semifinal, correct?
That is correct. I think it was 2-1.
Yep, so Sauk Prairie, very tough opponent. Not a cakewalk or anything. I know Wagner didn't schedule any cakewalks, as Spencer's got to come back to that one. But no cakewalks this year for the Red Hawks as they're going to go after this game to Pewaukee and then Waukesha North. How do you think they're going to do with the schedule that tough in the beginning with such a young group of guys?
I think it's really going to like band the team together and know that they're not the best out there, so then they can realize that and play as like the underdog.
Absolutely. I think Wagner probably took a note out of the girls head coach, Kayla Miller, who schedules a lot of hard opponents, you know, going down to Missouri for tournaments to build the team up, and that's shown through the playoffs as the girls have done very solid in postseason play. As Zach Salem, tried coming back there, but so far offsides has gotten Salem. First start, senior year for Salem, doing good. Glad to see him make it. Solid player, works hard, busts his tail, so good to see some guys getting recognition.
He's gotten in really good shape over this year.
Absolutely.
Put a lot of work in.
Went to the Y a lot, got stronger.
Looks like number 2 Jordan Falk is warming up first sub for Milton. See how it goes. He came back from a really bad knee injury over the indoor season.
Absolutely, very gruesome injury to watch. Glad to see Jordan come back from that though. What was it? It was it a dislocation or I know it wasn't a torn. It wasn't torn ligaments, right? It was something though.
I just remember the knee popped out, so it's probably a dislocation.
Obviously, we're not medical experts here for Red Hawk Media, but obviously when a knee pops out, that's never a good thing. But glad to see Jordan come back. And Jordan, one of the good things about Jordan is that he's got a lot of speed, tall, and left-footed. So he's got to use that to his advantage, obviously. Rickman's going to play that out to Nick Patrick. How do you think Nick Patrick's going to do as kind of like the voice and the captain back there for the defense as a former defenseman's take?
Looks like he's doing a lot of talking actually today. So he's trying to take that leadership role very well, as in he's been working hard at the defensive role, adjusting from center mid when he was in sophomore year.
If you have guys, you know, that were returning juniors, you know, Nick Patrick, Scotty, and Gunner were all on the team when they were sophomores, and when they were freshmen, they had high roles on the JV team as well too. So they're not used to, or they're used to the spotlight. So it's good that they still have veteran experience. As Nick Patrick's going to have that ball stolen. Number 7 rips the shot. Rickman with the save, gets up and corrals it. That a boy, Ricky. That's once again number 7, Juan Herrera, who's been causing problems so far for the Red Hawks.
He looks like he's got a lot of ball control. Dribbling past both of our center backs to get quality shots.
Seems like he's got a lot of speed too. As Jordan Falk trying to show off that speed. They're going to play that to the side. Alfonso Lopez tries to step to that ball, misses it, however. Good effort, though, by Fani.
Both teams are really defensive.
And Carson able to stop that run. And once again, Herrera looking for that run through the middle. As they're going to play that up and over. Keeper comes out, plays it to one of his left backs. Sauk looks like they have the strategy as well. Kind of like Milton. This is kind of like Milton facing themselves as well, where it's just solid possession throughout the middle, work it through the back and everything. This is going to be like Milton versus Milton pretty much.
This is looking like it's going to be a really high-scoring game. 1-1 already in 18 minutes down. Might be like another Craig game from last year.
Ooh, yep. Craig last year. Craig, I remember when you first started at Milton, it was you looked down upon it, Craig, but now Craig was solid players. Obviously, some of them, you know, have graduated, but they still got Jose for one more year, right? Nope, Jose graduated. And
play well the rest of the game.
Very solid player. So obviously Craig will be a tough task. Craig's gonna be the next opponents after they play. After they get through that little mini gauntlet of Waukesha North and Milwaukee. As someone's gonna play it, and shot's gonna be deflected.
Oh, in the air.
And Rickman's gonna come out for that.
First game jitters going on.
I think it's good now. Is that 28th minute, or you're at the 20th minute now. You can relax. You know, the pressure of being out under the lights. As Sauk Prairie is going to get this back. Once again, plays it to Herrera. Milton this time tougher at it, and Herrera is going to get called for the foul.
They were really feeding off Herrera.
Herrera is probably their striker. If not centerpiece on offense, is Milton looking for the runs again, as you just see a lot of guys just looking to go forward. How do you think Wagner's going to feel about that? I know Wagner kind of likes to go sidelines more and doesn't like just the kicking it through as much. What do you think about that?
I think it's, he's probably going to calm it down a little bit. Like he always does.
Ooh, way offsides on that one.
He always tries to make sure we don't think too highly, play good soccer, good passing like Barcelona.
Yep.
He really just hates style. People like you said, like Monona Grove.
Yeah. Monona Grove, we fortunately lost to them last year. Monona Grove's going to be up and coming. I think they can be a serious threat to the badge in South. If I had to go predictions right now, I'd probably have to go with Oregon winning the conference just because it's Oregon. I mean, I know they're always solid. It's an easy choice to pick. I think Milton will take second place, but I think they can still do damage in the playoffs. And then I think Monona Grove can either get third. I think they'll, or second. I think they jump Stoughton. Then you got Edgewood, Fort, and Monroe. And I mean, those are all tough teams that can give you problems any day. I mean, Fort was able to upset Elkhorn this year, so I think it's more balancing out as you get, I think. And
they do have the new playoff system.
Yep, I heard about that from Grody. Why don't you tell us about it?
There's not going to be two separate sections. It's just going to be one. So there's going to be a 1 versus a 16 seed instead of a 1 versus an 8 seed. So we could potentially play Oregon first round.
Yep. If Milton falters early on and loses some games and they fall, they got to be careful with the rankings, because normally it would just always be either in the south part of the in the sectional and regionals, you'd have Elkhorn and Milton 1 and 2, and then probably like Stoughton 3. But now it's going to be more. I mean, you got guys like teams coming from the north as well too that are just solid. You know, Wanakee, Oregon again, DeForest, and Sauk Prairie will play you tough, and so Milton's got to be careful that they can't lose their seeding. They can't lose beginning of the year. They gotta be tough during conference play too. As Carson, ooh, dangerous ball, and Herrera almost able to capitalize off that mistake. Carson dangerously plays it back across the middle with not enough power on it. Herrera steals it and just shot over the bar. Obviously, as a former center back, what are some of the keys to playing it across your body and all that?
You really have to receive on the across your body, so you can open up the field and you can see if someone's coming at you.
Oh, look at Spencer Hammer using that speed. Kid plays it on the ground.
As I was saying, there was always someone coming at you on the defense. So you got to really be aware and make sure you make the easiest pass, not always go for the difficult one.
Yep. And I think one of the things that the Robinsons will have to definitely make sure that they have down is the ability to make runs and solid crosses, because you got guys like Spencer and Scotty who have height to them and can jump and win some of those balls up in the air. So they got to get that down too as well.
That's what we've got to really see in the defense. We haven't really seen someone that can win that 50-50 ball in the air to start off with after a long play.
I think one of the things that I think they are just timid right now. I mean, one of the guys I really liked in the back was Mitch Roberts. I mean, Mitch was not afraid to take on anyone as Sauk Prairie plays that back to the keeper. They weren't afraid. Mitch wasn't afraid to take on anyone and just practically throw his body and caution into the wind. And, I mean, his play against, like, Wilmot was able to get us through that little mini hurdle in the beginning. I mean, you had guys like, you know, obviously the entire back line would put their body on the line. But Mitch was like one of those guys, like, strong. We got to see if one of the guys this year can step up.
His long was really, very crucial in that late round. We've scored several goals off of that.
Yep, Mitch Roberts had a successful throw-in where he'd pretty much be able to get it into the 6 all the way from out of bounds, which is just a huge weapon to have. As Luke Wheeler is going to get that ball back off a Sauk Prairie mistake. Once again, though, Milton looking for the kind of more kick and run up the middle kind of style.
Really fast break.
Yeah.
The ball really preferred instead of being quick.
Gunner Call able to spin around a player. You know, one of the things Gunner that has to work on more, in my opinion, is just passing in general. Not like try to take it as much. I mean, he did fine there, but obviously, you know, playing midfield, that's like the whole glue to the team. So he's got to make sure that he gets the passing down to Sauk. Going to play that out of play. Zach Salem able to shield the defender away.
Zach's doing pretty decent.
Yeah, Zach and Sam, I've been really impressed with so far. Haven't shown any jitters and taking on the opportunity of getting the start. So good for them, make the most of it.
Kick right there. Both teams are really kicking and running right now.
I'd say Sauk's dominating just a little, or Sauk just has a little bit, is doing a little bit better, but obviously I think they're just a one-man offense up top with Herrera up there as Rickman's going to clear that. Nice long boot. That's going to go past the 50.
Looks like they moved Herrera and he's number 9.
Elk Cutter
around, so it looks like they see something on the right side probably.
Logan's going to...
Against a first-year defender in
Carson.
Nick Robinson.
Yep. Obviously somewhat of a comfortable night to say the least, but I don't think they're going to be able to keep up the kick and run strategy the whole night without they're going to at least get subs up there. I know that.
They haven't really used their bench at all so far.
No, Jordan was the one guy to get in, but
he's already off.
Yeah. Quick break. I mean, you got young guys that you can use too, or if you don't want to use the young guys, I mean, you've still got seniors down there like Bartlett that you could put in for defense. So Milton hopefully has their fitness down. I know one of the big things this year was the alumni couldn't believe was they didn't do any of the 2 miles or 2-a-days. How do you feel about that?
I honestly thought everyone got in shape and maybe that will wear at the end of this game because they won't be as fit as they were in the past years.
Well, here comes some subs right now. We got Xander, Bartlett, and Shea going in the game. And we'll see how these guys do. Shea's a wrestler, so you know his conditioning is going to be down. Bartlett and Xander are able to work, you know, themselves constantly.
It looks like Shea's playing right wing actually. He used to be a defender last year.
But Shea, very fast. So I mean, you get him on a fast break, you can probably take it. Spencer and Luke getting a break.
Wagner has changed a lot of positions.
Yep.
As of late. Pressuring going on here. You'll like to see that.
Yep. Right now, so what have you seen so far from the Red Hawks as Sauk Prairie threatening as that ball will stay in play? You're going to find a guy on Sauk Prairie. However, Milton's going to clear it. Or Sauk still got it, still threatening.
Good dribbles.
And offsides, though, on called on Herrera. How do you think Milton's done so far? Obviously, pregame jitters. Do you think they're all done now? I see Wagner. I think Wagner's right now talking about them looking at the runs because, I mean, you can just tell from, like, their entire offense. It's just been wait at the last defender and then go, which is something, in my opinion, you can get away with on JV, but varsity have better athletes, so I think you're going to be able to get away with it as much as Rickman looks for a guy. He's going to play it to Carson. Carson sure-footed back there, I would say. His time on JV last year, he was very solid at working in the midfield. How's Alfonso Lopez going to be able to hold on to that ball? Turns, going to play it back to Carson. Carson, I think, is very solid at holding on to the ball. Obviously, Kelly, you worked against him. How do you think Carson is with like holding the ball and being sure-footed?
I worked with him in spring. He was my center back partner. He didn't really know that he was going to play center back this year until spring league, until they told him. And I really had to work on his drop passes, working with the ball, not trying to be a super offensive guy, because if you lose it, you could get the ball at any time. I just realized that Nick Bartlett is also playing left wing. He's also an old defender too.
Oh yeah, look at that. Jay providing some pressure. Sauk's going to force that out.
Looks like they really just want to pressure. That's probably what Wagner told them to come in and do. They really want to keep this defense unsettled.
Sam loosening up the arms, going to look for a throw, and that's going to get into the box. Throw. A good throw. As Logan's going to get it. Probably has a better angle right now. I'm kind of blocked by some windows, so obviously I was unable to see that, but got my color man right here. As Nick Patrick almost able to dribble through the defense, and now he's got to make sure he gets back.
They got to watch out for Herrera.
Nick Patrick, though, I don't think he'll need a sub tonight. Obviously, very solid. Works out with the cross-country team. Worked out with them last year, and just was thinking, as thought before about going out for cross-country. Obviously, you want that back as a center back, the ability to never get tired. Because I mean, Kelly, you've been back there. You don't get a sub.
No. I've played the first about 6 straight games until I was finally subbed. So you really need to be ready for everything. It's nice to play all 90 minutes because then you know you did your hardest to see out the game.
Absolutely. As Sam, unfortunately, unable to keep that in. I think Wagner's feeling about the team right now. I mean, he's probably giving him a little leniency. I mean, this first game, but obviously Wagner, high expectations. How do you think he's feeling about that right now? Well, you know, obviously with varsity team being young, how do you think Wagner's feeling about the team right now? What do you think he's going to work on? You think he's impressed? Ooh, that flip throw, that was looked like it was out of Nolan Shea playbook, as Nolan Shea, former defender for the Red Hawks, would do the flip throw. Ben Lima as well too. Yep. But how do you think Wagner's feeling about the team right now?
I feel like they played pretty well. When they're supposed to being they scored. They won't let up goals. And it's 30 minutes in. But anything can happen.
Absolutely.
7 goals can happen. 7 goals.
Absolutely. I would love to have 7 goals. I don't know if I would have enough voice to do a long goal call like I did earlier, but yeah, I'm already winded, Kyle. You're going to have to take over for me. So if not, I got other guys. Yeah, that could help. But obviously, Cowley and I will be your play-by-play for most of the games, as Cowley will be attending the University of Wisconsin, UROC in the fall. As Gunnar Call, he's going to go, and he's got Nick Bartlett. He's going to play it off to him. Just not the best pass, though, by Bartlett. Goalie falls on that. Cowley, you're going to be attending Rock County, the 2-year school. Are you ready for that?
It's going to be a lot more work, more freedom than this Milton School District has. So it'll be a nice adjustment. I
think I'm going to miss high school, obviously, but at the same time, I'm ready for the opportunity that college brings, and I'm going to be going to Whitewater, so I'm going to be at as many Milton games as I can. Hopefully I don't work during them, and if I do work, then I got guys like Nick Kacharny that can fill in. But Nick Kacharny going to the Rock County as well too. So solid 2-year school is Sauk Prairie threatening. He's going to play it back and then look for a cross in the middle. don't see Herrera. I think they gave Herrera. Yep, Herrera. They gave a break. Number 3 is gonna rip a shot, and that's yeah.
Not a very good shot.
No, that was going towards the west side of Milton right there.
The school. Hit the light. Beautiful night here at Carlisle.
Yeah, beautiful night. These are nights that you're gonna miss. I'm gonna miss being out on that field. Wasn't on it very much, but you know, cherish the moments that you're on it. That's one thing that that you know we'll tell these underclassmen. You know, it goes by fast.
Feels like last year was the freshman year. Actually, me and all of those classes.
Logan Servin goes in hard. Good play by Logan. As Alfonso gets it, takes it. Has the ball taken away though, and that's and one of the things I remember telling older classmen telling me that it will go by soon, but it seems like it will drag. But you're gonna look back at the time and go wonder what happened. Where's one of my coworkers? It's long days but short years. So obviously, and even if Milton doesn't do as good as they did last year, I think some of these guys that are only on varsity for a year, like Bartlett, Salem, and Shea and Jordan, that they're gonna cherish just being on varsity for a year. I mean, you're on varsity for 2 years, so you got to experience a lot. What was that like?
I like going to the tournaments. We had a tournament junior year, but we didn't have one on senior year, and it really has tested our fitness. They got a lot of new guys, good playing time. I wonder if they have a tournament this year.
I know they have one for Milton. I think they got Wisconsin Lutheran coming in. I know that was one of the bigger schools, so I'll have to take a look at it. But I mean, you got schools coming in that normally come, like Whitewater and DeForest, teams that will be solid and give this team a test. As Rickman was able to corral at Rickman, talking back there. I told him before the game, control the defense. Obviously, he's returning, so, and one, obviously being a goalie, talk is huge. But I mean, Rickman's got to be vocal back there. I mean, he's got a year under his belt as gunner call, able to win that ball back, and that ball's going to go out of bounds.
That's a big deal, too. He really got better as the year went on.
Absolutely.
I think his breakout game was against Monroe.
Yep.
He had Monroe save.
Yep, Monroe. He got man of the match that game. I remember looking over from the JV field and seeing Ricky make, I think, two. I saw him make one huge save. I know he made at least 2 of them in that game. As started off slow against Monroe, but able to cruise to a 4-1 victory at the end. As they're looking for Zach Salem. Good header though by Sauk. As Zach Salem's gonna take the take the corner kick here.
Looks like Herrera's controlling the field. Even on the bench, he's yelling stuff to make people work.
Herrera's probably going to be a captain for them when he's a senior. Herrera only a junior from what the stat book says. As Salem's going to play in a low ball. That's going to get through. A deflect. Oh, almost went in. Almost an own goal. Having the back line back there saved them from an own goal. Obviously being when you're a goalie, you want to make sure you have that front post at least locked down, and they're just having the front post playing in.
Number 11's here.
Number 11 on Sauk Prairie.
Yes.
Grant Kerner.
Got like a afro.
Only some guys can pull that off. As number 3 makes a run, and Milton got caught looking up, and Ricky's got to come out now. They're going to go, and he just missed. He was looking for that corner. He had the corner open. Ricky with good positioning, though. Obviously, though, when you're a keeper, you can't cover the entire goal. Looking for that corner, but
Look for that stat. It takes a while to get it, but once you get it.
Cowley unable to get a stat until playoffs, though, but it was a huge stat, though, as he scored a goal against Stoughton. Or an assist. Or Fort Atkinson, excuse me. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was when that was when the keeper got up and screamed at the ref and got a yellow card. Spencer Hammer able to win that back. Spencer's got more speed to him as he's going to play that in, however, cleared away. Lil Robinson there, plays it back, deflected though. Gunner's going to try to control it here. Or loses it.
Oh, Spencer gets it.
Looking for a cross in. Good cross. That's going to be
Deflected.
deflected and go out of bounds for another corner kick. Milton dangerous on their first corner. We'll have to see what they'll do here. If Zach will play another low ball on the ground.
Zach has been doing very well in his corners throughout his 4 years. He's been a corner kicker for that long.
Yep, absolutely. As he's going to play it low. Looks like Milton's trying to let it go like in between the legs as the shot's going to be taken. But I think that was Alfonso Lopez right into the keeper's arms.
He's going to be a big future player. He's
Big future. I mean, this is a team loaded with young talent. Team that will contend. I kind of look at it as when we were sophomores and you had Grody and Schmidt and Andy and Buddha all up on varsity and they became core guys. And then, I brought up Fisher for playoff time. So experience is going to be huge for these guys to gain as they possess because, Milton as a team, as a soccer community rich with tradition as they pretty much are with all their sports. So obviously there will be no down year as that shot's going to be taken, go over the crossbar. Field goal is good. Rickman though was there. Rickman obviously being very tall goalie. Don't have to worry about him getting chipped. You kind of would have to worry about with their Milton's backup, Kirk. Love you, Kirk, but that's your kryptonite, unfortunately.
Happens to those short goalkeepers, Cal.
I know. Unfortunately, it's tough being short. But Kirk built like a war tank, though. So
Yeah.
if you get him, and he might get chipped, but if you try beating him in a bench off, you're not gonna win. As they're gonna play it, Luke Wheeler onto. Oh, they called him offside. Ooh, I don't know about that call. That was a questionable call.
I think that was the wrong call right there.
That was I don't like to criticize the refs a whole lot, but Badger South unfortunately does not have pro officiating.
We're not blessed with
No,
Premier League.
no, we're not blessed. More like cursed, I guess you could say. Always blame it on the refs.
That's our motto.
Yep.
That's Milton's motto right there.
Milton motto: play it out the back and blame it on the refs. Yep.
We have a ref ban from this site.
Ananda?
Yeah.
Yep. Ananda. A lot of nightmares.
Remember last year? That was
Yeah.
one of the most frustrating.
I'm gonna miss him. I remember when he showed up for the Oregon game, we just started freaking out. Like, oh my God, Ananda's here. And he wasn't even like the center ref. He was just a line judge, but
We were all scared.
Yep.
We all,
he had his moments back there. But obviously, being an official is obviously hard work. You're not gonna get every call right. Then you gotta deal with a lot of spectators. The WIA encourages no negative use. As that's a good ball in, but Noah Rickman right there corrals it, pushing up everyone. Good talk.
got a nice outfit today.
Yeah, I like his uniform. Black with a little mixture of orange. Sam Robinson able to get by two guys.
And the bad thing is that's Oregon players.
That is true. What you doing repping for Oregon, Ricky, you traitor? As Sauk Prairie though, they got a 2-on-1 right now. Nick Patrick able to get back, slows them down.
Good defense.
Good job, able to get back. Carson was more in a 2-on-1. You had Logan serving those sprinting back too as they're going to play that in. Rickman there, able to corral it.
Dangerous bouncing ball in the center.
Yep, I think Rickman's living in the Elkhorn area now.
Yes. People were scared that he was going to play for Elkhorn.
If he would have moved to Elkhorn and played for Elkhorn, I would have had to come back for a 5th year. That would Yep, that would not have happened. I'm not letting Rickman play for Elkhorn. Elkhorn,
taking minutes away from Turkey, though.
I would take minutes away from Kirk, but I think Kirk would understand that as well too. Obviously, Elkhorn, a rival to Milton. I mean, just it's physical play whenever you go play them. You've had to play in Elkhorn and at home against Elkhorn. Just solid opponent. Like, you can't take them for granted. As Carson slips, gives it up, however, able to get back up, able to somewhat clear it.
Is our rival because we always have a bad game against them normally.
And that's normally during the playoffs.
Late in the playoffs,
Yep.
yes.
And Elkhorn What I don't like about Elkhorn is that they don't have the best student section in the world. As a matter of fact, they had they were under investigation when they had to play Beloit Memorial in a girls soccer game using racial taunts towards some of the minority players for Beloit Memorial, and it was like freshman girls too, and it's like you have to wonder. I mean, they can get very vulgar sometimes. I mean, you had to play up there. I mean, they can get on you quickly.
Best is just to ignore them.
Remember, kids, haters are your biggest fans. Always remember that. Yep. Oh, Luke Wheeler. Is it going to go out? No, that's going to call, excuse me.
Going back to the kick and run.
Yep.
Haven't been really passing inside of the offensive third at all.
As half's winding down, under 30 seconds, probably just pack it in for the Red Hawks as go in the lead. Tied 1-1. I think that's, you could say, a solid start for the Red Hawks.
Solid start to a good year.
Yep. Hopefully these guys enjoy it. I enjoyed my 1 year. You obviously enjoyed your 2 years as Lil Robinson. Gonna play that right off the guy. Clears it upfield. Under 7 seconds. 5, 4. They're just gonna play that out. And that's gonna end the half. So after the first half, it is Milton 1 and Sauk Prairie 1. Now officially under the lights. So 1-1.
Every soccer player wants. Under the lights and around some field.
Absolutely.
Playing out of the back, that's what Sauk Prairie is into.
Absolutely. That ball is going to roll out of bounds, be a Milton throw-in.
I think it's getting a little cold out there. Coach put on a sweater.
Oh, I'm going to miss the days of the track suits and everything. Those
Parkas.
Yeah. We never did that. Wear a parka to wear the parka for
I wanted that so bad.
for leadership. I'm just going to miss a lot just when you think about it. Luke Wheeler able to chase down that ball. Corrals it. Going to play it to Nick Robinson. Plays it to Logan Servin. Servin dribbles by a guy, and they're going to call Logan for hands in the back. Yeah, he was getting a little physical there. That's one of the things, obviously.
Shout out to the poor kids.
Yep. That was physicality right there. That was what our reserves, or a.k.a. the poor kids, did for varsity. Yep. Every day in practice, it was literally like a war. Wagner wants it to be like a war, but we literally took it to like World War III out there. Just almost trying to injure our guys. I mean, it was like Milton versus Elkhorn out there, which you should have practices like that. They shouldn't be cupcakes, but we kind of overdid it, though, trying to say.
Good practices lead to good games.
That is true, and we did excel. And also one of the things that we got good at as the year went on, we peaked at the right time.
Yes, we did. 2 6-0 victories.
Then 3-1 against Wilmot, and then 2-1 against Oregon.
That's a big one.
Yep. I remember that game like it's yesterday. I will always talk about that game.
I wonder if Oregon's going to be here this year because they were there last year.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I was looking at it. I think they're going to be in Monona Grove again, and I want to say it's going to be late as well, too. And Monona Grove doesn't have the best field in the world.
Oh.
Yep, and the words of Dalton Englehart, equivalent to a cornfield. As a lot of boom ball happening right now. They're going to call Herrera offside there. Really don't agree with that call.
That was close. This guy has been made a lot of
debatable
calls.
I think he's just getting lazy, and he's looking at it as not looking for the runs to happen. As Alfonso Lopez able to find Luke Wheeler, who's onside. Luke's going to slow it down. Unfortunately, being a sophomore, just not as fast in the open field.
He'll be a solid player.
Yes, absolutely. Nick Patrick and Herrera going for it.
Nick's kept up with Herrera right there.
Herrera fights him off. He's going to take a shot. Ooh, what a save by Rickman. Last minute save by Rickman. Gets the right hand on it. Able to clear the ball away for a corner kick.
Big save.
Big save by Ricky. Big save, Ricky.
Momentum changer.
Yeah. That was going for the side netting. He was able to work around Patrick and get a good shot. Patrick with good defense, however, he was able to get the turn, and Sauk's going to play it short, but Milton's going to get to it. And mistake, though, in the back is going to keep it around, and something could develop here.
Spencer's all the way back here. He's striker. He really wants to.
23 takes a shot that's going to be blocked. Obviously, want to help out as forwards. Ooh, nah.
Good clearance. Yeah,
good clearance by Patrick. Once again threatening and finally able to clear it, at least get somewhat of a break, as they're going to call him right back in, though. Gunner Call able to get out of there. Let's see here. Logan serving. He's got it. So once again, it's going to be a foul called on Milton, so a free kick for Sauk Prairie.
Sauk Prairie's been really dominating this half so far.
Absolutely. 4 minutes in so far to this half. All right, Sauk Prairie is going to take a short kick, as this will be cleared away by Milton. Fonzo Lopez. That ball's going to look like something could have developed there. Once again, guys, right alongside, ready to go make that run, as I see Mikey Kaniart getting ready to check in. And here he comes.
Big part of JV last year.
Yep. Yeah, let's see here. They're going to move Robinson up to forward, left to the left side, and then take Wheeler out. And then you got Mikey back at defense. Mikey, a solid player. I had him on my indoor team, and very solid as a defender. What do you see in Mikey that you really like?
Really reminds me of myself. Hustle player. He's been working hard. He's changed positions a lot, like I did on the defensive line.
Here comes Mikey giving pressure there, and that's going to be Milton now able to force pressure down in Sauk Prairie's end.
Sports the headband like I did last
year.
Yep,
so did I. That is one thing I'm going to miss, wearing the headband.
Logan with the ball. Passes to Mikey. Mikey keeps it in.
Mikey so far so good, doing able to work it around, and then they're going to, Nick Patrick tries to look for the run. Spencer offside, yep. Yeah, going to pick that up there, keeper.
He's sporting the bumblebee like someone else did last year.
Not as good as someone else, though. Clearly doesn't have the charisma as that certain keeper possesses. As number 6 got a breakaway, and looking for a pass, and should have just ripped it there.
Good job, Logan.
Logan sprinting back and making sure number 6, Spencer Kostrowski, was able to get a shot off. I think Kostrowski was looking for the sweat across the middle. He was looking to see if he had one of those guys.
Cut in, Logan just did not let it happen.
Excellent job. As this time they're going to look for a header, and a good clearance out. And a good job by Nick Patrick. Still continuing after it, and Patrick still got it. Head of steam, 2v2. He's going to blow by that guy. He's going to go solo.
End to end.
Still has it. Looking for help now.
Gotta be.
Spencer threw a hip in there. That'll be a free kick for Sauk Prairie. Lost words there. Apologize about that. But anyway, Sauk Prairie, only one man can sport the bumblebee look and look good in it, might I add. But seems like a good kid. Seems like a good goalie. But Lil Robinson able to fight, get around the defender.
Passing's looking really well right now.
Yeah.
Herrera.
Herrera is their dangerous guy. Nick Patrick unable to get by, and that's going to be out. Oh, and they didn't call it. Rickman, though, with the save, and that's going to be in, though, for the Rocks. I don't know how you don't call that out, though. I mean, I could see it from there that ball was out. But if you...
Ref is having a terrible game.
Sam Robinson's got to be careful. Obviously not a captain. He's got to let Nick Patrick talk to the ref, though. But I mean, that was out of bounds. So Rickman, though, with a good save, but that I don't get that call at all. I mean, I could see it from all the way up in the press box, and I wouldn't have binoculars. I don't know what that ref was looking at, but
with a bad view too.
With a bad view, might I add. Gotta look at a wall half the time. Well, one of the things though, Milton did kind of give up after the play, and you always gotta play to the whistle.
Maybe this will light a spark.
Hopefully, that made a lot of them mad. And Mikey's gonna get that. He's gonna play it to Gunner. Tries to do a move, gets muscled off though, unfortunately. Fighting for it back though, and they're gonna get Spencer on a trip there.
Spencer needs to calm down right now.
Yep, gotta be smart. Obviously, not the worst thing in the world, though, if you get a yellow card. Dalton Englehart probably set the record, most yellow cards. That was just...
I think his yellow per minute
ratio was like 3 to 1 or something like that. Insane. Just literally went in there, takes a kid out, boom, yellow card.
Use the enforcer.
As Milton's going to head that ball out. Though, and once again, Gunner was upset with the refs. Rickman, though, with the save. Milton's just got to not focus on the refs, though.
They need to just keep on playing. Stop whenever there comes something happens. Play to the whistle.
Mikey's going to play that up to Lil Robinson. Ball goes out of bounds.
Don't think. Quick throw.
Plays it to the middle.
Nobody there.
Nah, I think our team probably set the record for most of the cards. As let's see, is that Zach Salem? Yep, Salem fighting hard for that ball, and they're gonna call. Well, they have the flag up, but they're gonna let them go, as they're gonna call him for offsides too, or I don't know what they're calling. Seems like miscommunication on the ref's part, and they're gonna give it back to Sauk Prairie. I don't know why you wouldn't go with advantage there, but. Nah, I think
we play advantage off offsides.
I don't know. It's weird. I know you can obviously do it for fouls, but I don't know. That's why I'm not a ref. Yeah, but Herrera is gonna get that.
We need a third announcer that knows all the rules.
Yeah, we need like a Devin Servin or a Nick Patrick. Yeah, got Dalton Englehart like in the booth as well, and he does not have the reffing knowledge of those two. Unfortunately, does not have a headset on. He's kind of like our field reporter. Or our lackey as well, too.
He's good at making food runs, I can tell you that.
Very solid piece to the announced team. Obviously, we'll lose Dalton, though, as he heads up to Madison Area Technical College for education.
He's actually commuting.
Commuting as well, too.
He might be here.
He might be here. Make the trip in the truck that we ended up almost getting stuck in a bean field. Yeah, it was kind of my bad. I thought we could drive through a very soft field, and we made some ruts in it. And then sure enough, my dad comes home and he's like, "Where are all the tire tracks doing out there?" I'm like, "Yeah, is that noticeable?" So yeah. So fun fact, kids, if you ever have to go check a trail camera, go use the trail. Don't try to use the bean field as a shortcut, even if you got a truck or a 95 Buick.
95 Buick's a beauty, though.
It's a tank, right? Like, it gets the job done. I mean, I know it's not glamorous, but I think of it as like a center back. Gets no recognition at all, but gets the job done. I mean, I have not had problems starting it up. As Sauk Prairie is going to play it back. Pressure, though. Good effort, though, by Spencer Hammer up there. Milton's going to force that out. Not even to the 60th minute yet. This is going to be a goal kick, though. I do like the change, though. Mikey up top with Lil Robinson. Lil Robinson just a little bit faster than Luke. And but we'll have to see how that works. So far, so good, I think.
One bad thing in Nick
Robinson
in back is he's really short. I
Yep.
don't know if you really want that in a defender.
Yeah. Obviously, that left foot, though, very crucial. Mikey's going to get it. Falls to the ground, though, however. Plays it. Spencer and ball right now up in the air. Logan's going to head that. And Gunner calls, got space. Gunner, however, quick defense. And that time they call out of bounds. See, this is just Milton plays it short. They got Zach Salem. They're going to play it, and that ball is going to go out of play, though. That was one of the plays that you work on, that we worked on a lot last year, and you got to play it more to his feet. You can't really lead him just because the margin of error is so small. Obviously, Salem will learn about that, though, more playing time. Zach Salem's favorite player is Ronaldinho. I'd like to point that out. As Lil Robinson, good effort, though. And, Milton, very solid, though, on the I think with a young team, you're going to be very scrappy, and I think Milton's showing that right now. A lot of scrap and a lot of fight. I like it.
I think they got a chip on their shoulders because they've been hearing that they're not going to be the best team. Maybe they're trying to prove it.
Yep.
They are actually a contender. Throw in for Milton.
This is a nice, warm, nice, comfortable August night. Feels like it's September. It's gorgeous weather right now. Not hot, not cold. This is like the best time, you know. Grass isn't completely dirt yet, and this is like the best playing soccer weather.
I personally like the cold. It really is just the atmosphere, just all together.
As Sauk Prairie is going to rip a shot right to Noah Rickman, though. Rickman catches it. But one of the problems, though, with the cold, once it gets cold, the grass pretty much stops growing and, yeah, kind of turns a little sloppy out there. I know we have one of the better fields in the Badger South, but that's when we start playing on turf more at, like, Edgewood, you know, for that we had to play. Or Wanakee. Wanakee's able to have a nice field now. A bunch of rich kids, so they can afford it. And but they were unable to keep it contained though for the sectional final though, and we had to play at Edgewood last minute. I don't know whose fault that was. Probably no longer has a job though. As Lil Robinson tries playing it to Gunner Call, and they're gonna play it back to the keeper again.
Hanzo showing some desire to be out there right now by hustling.
Oh, and he's got Alfonso. Oh, and they're going to call him offsides.
That was a close one.
And Sauk Prairie goalie. They're getting on Alfonso right now for shooting after the goal. I don't know if that was the ref or the Sauk Prairie coach, but I think that's just him playing after the whistle. And there's also a foul as well, too. So, right now, that was where the offsides was, excuse me. Mikey probably went off his hands there. And Herrera's going to play that in the middle. Number 23 has been dangerous as well, too. Nice compliment piece to Herrera, in my opinion.
Evan Carlson.
Yep. So, Gunner Call's going to get that now. Gets it taken away. And one thing that Gunner's got to stop doing too is if he gets the ball taken away, he can't stop and get mad. He's got to continue to fight after the ball as Logan serving able to get back and clear it. Logan doing a lot of work so far.
Embracing the number 6 role.
Yep.
That's the Matt Sheen was last year.
Yep. Get back on defense and just a lot of running. As Sauk Prairie sets up for this corner kick now. One thing though, if I don't know why they're worried about Alfonso playing after the whistle. I mean, I like that instead of, because that was one of the reasons why they gave up the goal. They stopped playing after the whistle. Obviously, nothing you can do with the blown call as miscommunication. They got to be able to talk there, and Wagner unhappy about that. I know one of the biggest things that he obviously talks about is communication and talk.
That's what he really preaches at practice.
Yep.
Knowing everyone talking and knowing where everyone's at. That's the one thing that happens when we lose that many seniors. The chemistry isn't really the best in the next year.
Zach Gunner Call's going to get it, looking for someone to make a run. And they're going to play it up, and Spencer and Zach both going after it, and that ball's going to be played out. Just not a lot of runs. It's just more just them playing kind of boom ball and kickball. And not the Milton soccer that we're used to seeing.
Left back and right back aren't really doing any overlaps like what happened last year.
No. But it's just right now, I think it's just probably first game jitters, too. I know Wagner will probably have them work on it.
It's not an easy opponent in the first game.
No, Sauk Prairie, very solid. I mean, just if you look at Milton right now, it's literally just like one big line that they're standing in, pretty much. That's what I've noticed. Mikey able to get back on that, a good play, yep. Mikey making the most of his minutes.
Mikey's been playing really well today.
Going to play that to Connor. He's going to flick it on. I mean, they might be able to get away with, they're going to call a foul here against Milton. Might be able to get away with that, kick and run against maybe Sauk Prairie, Fort or Wilmot, the smaller teams, but Oregon and like Waukesha North, they're not going to be able to obviously. Pewaukee, nope. They're gonna have to obviously learn, play the entire length of the field.
They're not really spreading the field either.
No, that was one of our biggest issues last year too, was spreading the field and staying on the end lines. Nick Patrick's gonna head that right up in the air, heads it back though, right to the Sauk Prairie, and once again Herrera has it. Herrera rips a shot, and that's way over.
Nick Patrick has been doing really well this game.
Yep, I'm impressed with Nick Patrick so far.
Playing it short, always like last year.
Yep, that was one of the things Wagner obviously preached about. How'd you feel as a defender playing it short? Did you like it, or was it tough, or were you nervous, or how'd you think about it?
I was nervous in the first game, but it really just helps us keep possession. So you learn to like it. I mean, I do it still for my new teams because it just works. It keeps possession.
They're going to play it up ahead. Gunner Call has it. Rips a shot, and that's going to be corralled by the keeper.
Should have came in there. He had a lot of space.
Yep. I knew Gunner felt the guy breathing down on his neck. So
maybe just take it into the box and fall over.
Yeah. Go down. That looked to be like a handball. However, play on. As Herrera is going to get the ball. Looking for Herrera again. But Milton's pretty much has shut him down, I would say, so far second half. Hasn't allowed him to get a lot of looks.
There's one look he got. He did supply for the goal in the end.
And then he had the one shot earlier, too, I think. That was saved by Ricky. But obviously when they have a dangerous piece, how do you, as a defender, how do you shut them down? What do you look for to shut him down?
You really give them a lot of space and make them make the mistake. You don't want to stab, or you just really want to contain and let them make the mistake, and you looking good in the end.
Yep. I mean, you obviously had to go up against a lot of guys that were very good. Oregon had the player from Denmark, and or Jose from Craig, and even up-and-comers. I know, I want to say it's Joey Scalelius from Monona Grove, up-and-coming too. He's their goal leader as well too. But obviously, why I think Monona Grove will be really successful. They graduated a small class as they're gonna rip a shot, and that ball deflected, and that'll be a corner kick. Rickman hustling, playing once again 90 minutes. Rule instituted last year where no overtime, but instead it'd be 90 minutes. Normally they do 80 minutes, and if there's a tie, they go overtime, but no overtimes during regular season. As gonna play the cross in, and Luke Wheeler unable to clear, but however able to clear it. And Gunnar Call's got room, and he's got Alfonso on break, but just a bad pass though. Had Gunnar, if he leads Alfonso there, Alfonso's got a breakaway. Once again though, Milton looking for the breakaway pass and fast break. Defense that we're just not used to seeing.
This is a new Milton. They're really trying to find an identity right now.
And obviously, they're still going to have a lot to work with Scotty coming back too. Obviously, he'd be a new face as well for the Red Hawks. I mean, coming back from the red card suspension. I mean, then you got to find a way to get his chemistry involved too. I know he's obviously been practicing and everything, but games are obviously different than practice. As Sauk Prairie takes a shot just wide. Oh, the bar, that was just past the 18, right? Grant Kerner. Kerner, I hope that's his name. Not, we apologize. Rickman's going to play that out, and Spencer able to get it. He's going to play it back to Servin. Servin plays it up ahead. Fonzo able to get it. Then he's got Saxam, who able to fight it over, and he's got Gunnar Call. And Gunnar unable to get a touch on it.
Fast break for
yep.
Sauk Prairie.
Oh, and they're playing on. And now they got Luke Wheeler, who's going to play it in. He's got Gunnar. Just taken down, though, and Gunnar's down.
That's not good to see a senior captain going down in the first game.
Kind of looked like he just got taken out from both ends, and let's see, he got, yeah, I mean, it looked like his knee was the one that got hit. And obviously, getting hit, just any spot in the knee obviously hurts. So, Gunnar trying to like shake it off, but he's still in a lot of pain. I don't know. Hopefully, it's not too severe, as players are gonna get a water break.
Doesn't look good right now.
No.
Hopefully you can shake it off and
Hopefully.
back.
Hopefully.
Yeah, what do you think about playing these guys later in the year? What do you think they really need to look out for because of this new playoff rule?
I think where in the past, where it was if you had, seeding is obviously going to be huge. It can't be where you get a middle seed, because obviously you and me both watch March Madness, and if you're getting like a middle seed, obviously 5 or higher, in my opinion, is what seeds that you got to look for, because if you get anything below that, you either got to face a 2 seed pretty much, or 3 seed, or the 1 seed. So if you get anything 5 or higher, you get to play kind of like let's say a below average team in the beginning, and then it's more of an average team, and you just kind of work your way in instead of playing an average team, and then having to go play someone, say like an Oregon. As Luke makes a nice little run off the ball. I know Wagner obviously talks about that, the losing your man drill.
It's potentially a big game for seeding too.
Yeah, absolutely. Sauk. Obviously not conference, but Badger crossover. As Milton's going to head that on. It's Jordan Falk out there, I believe.
He's got some speed.
Yep, Jordan showing off that speed. Fresh legs. In for Gunnar. I think they slid Salem over to striker.
That's where he normally is.
Yeah.
That's where he's used to playing.
Oh, and a bad pass. Allows Spencer Hammer to get the ball back. And that ball will go out of bounds. Nice effort, though, by number 6, Kostrowski. It's going to be a throw-in for Milton. or just under 20 minutes to go. Obviously, still plenty of time. Obviously, Milton can't relax though. They gotta at least get one goal, tie this game up.
Sauk Prairie is really playing everyone back. They don't have very many attackers right now.
Carson's gonna head that ball.
Trying to keep this one goal lead.
Yep. Obviously, Milton's used to guys playing it in the back. Our team's kind of packing in. I remember Monona Grove last year. What, didn't they go to 5 defenders at one point?
5 defenders, 2 CDMs.
Yep. And then a couple of bad calls.
Brings out a lot of frustration.
Yeah. And then we were unable to finish that game. We walked away with 3-2 loss. That's going to be a throw-in for Sauk Prairie, though. So that's a huge throw-in. Nick Patrick's going to pretty much play that ball out of bounds. Nick Patrick's dad, might I add, is a chef. Very good food, though. I mean, my order was awesome. Oh, my God. Team dinner, so good.
Got an indoor pool.
Indoor pool and a chef. That's the life right there. Like, that's when you don't want to leave home. Like, that's something you strive for right there.
I don't blame him for commuting to Oshkosh if possible.
I don't care if I go to the University of Florida. I am commuting home. I don't care. Obviously, though, Florida, gorgeous weather, though. So, I mean, you would have that, though. Commute down there in the 95 Buick. Can handle the interstate, why not?
The good old center back?
Yep, the good old center back. Figured out a name for the Buick, the center back. Because unappreciated, but it gets the job done. As Milton's got Jordan Falk, though. Falk with speed.
Ooh, number 3 is all day.
It's just Milton's able to do solid runs, but Sauk's just got enough speed in the back where I think the only guy would probably be Spencer that would be able to win in a foot race. But Sauk's going to play that out. So obviously this is when playing it to the sides would be huge for the Red Hawks. As
they need to spread the field.
Yep.
Luke Wheeler is supposed to be spreading the field.
Yeah, Luke's way in the center, and then you got Zach, who's kind of in the center as well too. And if any kind of cross or anything that gets through, Luke wouldn't be there right now. So Luke's got to like really drop off. Hopefully they look at that in the tape. Don't mean to call you out or anything, Luke, but gotta be gotta be back more. And that's gonna be cleared away. Logan able to play it to Carson. Carson keeps it in. Finds Alfonso, who's able to muscle his way off. Defender takes a shot, corralled by the keeper. Keeper's seems very solid so far.
He's had 1 goal on him, and he's stopped about 2 or 3 breakaways.
Yep.
Long punt, too.
Nick Patrick chests that. And looking for a run there by Sam. I did see Sam breaking. Going to play it back to Rickman. Rickman play that on the ground, though. And Nick Patrick takes not the best touch, and that's going to be a turnover. And number 9's got that. And now Sauk's got a shot, and that's going to be a goal.
Good passing by Sauk.
Yep, absolutely good passing.
All starts with Noah's mistake.
Yep, Rickman's got to play that on the ground, then Nick's got to take a better touch on that one too, and then that just leads to just great passing by Sauk Prairie as they now take a 3-1 lead over the Red Hawks with about 15 minutes to go.
They knew this game wasn't going to be easy.
Yeah, I think this is going to be some growing pains, and then hopefully they're going to call now back in the game. Hopefully this gets them ready for a tough task in Pewaukee, Waukesha North. Going back to back. Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the things though that I liked during before school started was long drives. Obviously play some tunes, back of the bus.
They gotta rip my songs that you always play.
Yep. But I remember going up to like Reedsburg or something, then you had guys like Logan Cassidy keep you entertained, stuff like that. was fun. Obviously, during the school year, though, it wasn't as fun because you'd always get destroyed with homework. That was always fun. Coming back at like 11 o'clock, then you'd have to do your homework, and then teachers wonder why you're tired. It's like, I'm a high school kid. What do you expect? Stop giving me homework.
I think that's every high school kids.
Pretty much, except for the nerds. Which we appreciate their academic achievements, might I add. Very solid, and wish.
Nick Patrick right there.
Yep, Nick Patrick, very studious. Same with Bartlett. Very smart back line, which I know you want, obviously, but Nick Patrick, very high honors, almost in the valedictorian range, and same with Nick Bartlett. One of the, I think you could say, top 3 in his class. As a Sauk Prairie player is going to limp off the field. I believe that's number 14, Alvin Lopez. Walking it off. Probably got clipped in the ankles. That's what I'm thinking. Once again, I am not a doctor, so. Could you imagine me as a doctor? I'd be terrible.
I don't know. You have some surgical hands. Steady hands.
Well, I thank you, Cowley. I don't know how they would feel, though, with me being the last face that you'd see holding a bunch of needles before you get knocked out with the anesthetic, so I don't know how it would feel as
face of Scott Sterling.
Bonzo Lopez trying to look for a run. That's going to be Bonzo Milton throwing. As it seems like Spencer has dropped off more instead of being a forward position. He's been kind of playing back more in midfield as Sauk's going to play it up ahead for Herrera, who Nick Patrick, very solid back there.
A lot of pressure on the defense.
Yep.
Right now. He is still running.
Then let's see here. That ball is going to be played. Will Robinson unable to clear it. However, a good save, though, by Noah Rickman, and then Will Robinson finally able to clear that ball out of there from any harm and danger. Obviously, still 3-1. Stuff can happen. As still 15 minutes, a lot of time to tick by.
Get a quick goal in and then have all the momentum going into the next one. They're taking this corner really slow. They're trying to waste some time right now.
Yep. I would taking their sweet time as now they look like as if they're confused, so now just more time ticking off the clock. And you don't have any added time, so this just hurts the Red Hawks. As another cross played in. Oh, and they have a guy and almost had it in. The failed markings there by the Red Hawks.
Today.
Yes, absolutely.
The Red Hawks have been doing pretty well on set pieces. It's just in the run and play that's really killing them.
Once again, Red Hawks trying to play it out of the back. Nick Patrick picks it up. Gonna play that ball. Logan serving. I think obviously as the year gets on, I mean they have good pieces. They'll get better. I think just right now tonight and the 3 games are just growing pains right now for the Red Hawks. I mean we didn't look the greatest against Craig either, so. Well, I mean, you get better as the year goes on, obviously.
I've noticed I haven't used the bench at all this whole game.
I mean, you had the little bit of Bartlett, Shea, and Xander in for one little bit before half, but mainly it was just Mikey got some time off the bench, and then Jordan got some time as well, too. Obviously, the suspension for Bianca Fiore probably plays in huge. I think they're looking for someone up top to play it too, and obviously, I mean, you're losing, what, 36 goals in a year?
Conference Player of the Year.
Yep. So, obviously, a huge piece that they're losing for this game. Obviously, it'll be good, though, that they're getting them back for Pewaukee and Waukesha North. So that ball is going to be played back to Nick Patrick. Spencer able to fight off the kid, and they're going to call him for he did have a dog of the jersey. Looks like Kirkland Larson is getting loose on the sidelines. I don't know if they're just trying to get me pumped up or if Kirk's going in.
Kirky, as you call him.
Yep, Kirky. Good old Kirk. They put Kirk in, I might scream, so I apologize to the viewers if blow off your eardrums if any of you listen to this with headphones on. They're going to take a shot, and that's going to be a goal. 4-1.
Once a promising start.
Yep. And it appears that, it's just solid play by Sauk Prairie. Sauk has just gotten stronger as the night goes on, so nothing you can do. Tough game for the Red Hawks, obviously. It looked promising, but just as it went on.
Spencer is limping.
Yeah, Spencer was kind of limping a little bit. It looks like they might be starting it. No, it looks like Xander's going to be going in. Might as well put in some guys on the bench. I mean, 4-1 probably not going to pull them back, but might as well get them some playing time. And it looks like Kirk is getting closer going to midfield.
Walking past the bench.
And here comes the tank. As soon as he comes in, forced to be reckoned with, as Rickman's going to play that towards the sideline.
I heard a rumor Kirk can bench 400.
Would not shock me at all. Just an absolute beast in the weight room, I would say.
Some gains.
Gains for days.
Sauk with another corner. Wasting some more time. We have 10 minutes left in this game. It's going to be tough.
Tough to come back for sure. Here comes another corner.
Long.
Able to keep it in the number 15. However, unfortunately gets megged and goes out of bounds. And here comes Kirk. Go get him, Kirk.
Are they doing the jump high five? Or
Nah, probably not. I mean, you're losing 4-1. Just a nice little high five. What's the ref giving Rickman a high five for? I don't know. Obviously good. Obviously good sportsmanship though by the ref, but I just know refs are obviously supposed to, keep it neutral. And Kirk unable to get the ball out of the box.
Floppy. Kirk should not have kicked that forward.
Kirk's obviously, he's built like a bull, so I mean, just gotta destroy that upfield. Come on, Kirk. There you go. That time he finally puts down his purse and plays it.
Kirk's gonna come at you.
Yeah, Kirk and I have a love-hate relationship sometimes. I enjoy the boy though. Sauk Prairie is gonna regain possession. Yep, Xander. Good to see Xander getting some minutes.
He's putting in a lot of work.
Still has it, and he's gonna find and they're gonna be able to play it back to the defense there.
Better passing. Right when I say that they mess it up.
Way to jinx it.
Sorry, Milton fans.
It's fine, we let you down. That's all right. Kirkland Larson's gonna pounce on that. Ooh, trying to show off the foot skills. Should have just rainbowed the guy. I want Kirk just to take it all the way. Just solo run.
You think Kirk has that in his locker?
I think so. He was trained to be a center back. Why not? Sometimes you just gotta let the horse go.
Let him be free.
Yeah. I think he could be a solid Kentucky Derby horse. You let him go at it.
What would his name be?
I don't know. Maybe something like Bring the Hammer. Because, I mean, Kirk's obviously huge. Built like a hammer. As Luke Wheeler is going to get that ball along the sideline. Going to play it back to Nick Robinson. Good play. As Robinson, however, unable to control it. And Nick Patrick, though, luckily able to contain it. I don't know. I think he'd be Sledgehammer or something like that. It's got to be something like Hammer or just Tank. World War II Tank.
Spencer Hammer's name.
Yeah. As the keeper comes all the way out. Pass around like the 30-yard line. Yeah, why not?
He's been doing that a lot.
Yeah, he has.
Couple of fast breaks.
Very solid. I mean, if Milton, might as well just try to poach the runs for Milton. I mean, it's been Milton's entire offense. So.
He's not even in the box right now.
And it looks like Sauk Prairie's got their backup keeper. Looks like he's going to be going in the game too. Sub's going to be coming in. Possibly, nope. I know the feeling right now. It's anticipation's building. You want it to obviously to go out so you can get in, but you're just watching the time tick away. Make the most of your opportunity. That's what I could tell these kids. Make the most of their opportunity. Spencer Hammer's going to get after a nice ball from Patrick. He's going to play it to Luke Wheeler. Wheeler trying to get by number 15.
Wheeler with the wheels.
Yep. That boy Cowley.
Thank you.
And then whenever Spencer scores a goal, we got to do Spencer with the hammer. Physical. Dropping the hammer, yep. And Carson Englehart's going to play that out to Sam. And then Sauk right now, just a battle for the ball. And a great play, though. Is that Xander? Oh, go get him, Xander. Xander has the ball taken away. And one of the things that they're going to notice is that different from JV, quicker athletes for sure. Zach Salem's going to play that to Xander. Ball gets taken away, though. I think just Sauk's more nervous that Kirk's in net right now, and just they know that they can't do anything with Kirk being in net, so they're just keeping it on their side of the field.
New Cal Steve.
New Cal? Why not? Kirk could fill my shoes very well as the likable goalie. Obviously not as handsome, but more built, so I'll give Kirk that.
He's got less goals than you right now.
Yeah, true. I only let in one to the state champion team. Might I add, top 15th ranked, and we only had 9 guys on the field, so that was my one goal. Obviously, I have to thank the defense, and obviously all glory goes to Jesus Christ as well too. So obviously, you can't do it without his support.
Can we talk about that on there?
Yeah, geez, why not? I'm not like degrading him or anything, so I won't make anybody mad. I'm just giving thanks to him. So as Sauk's gonna play that back to the goalie. Plays it, bad touch though, and Xander with a good ball, and they're calling him offsides.
He was not off.
Wow. They have not been very good with the offsides calls. Sorry about kind of have to criticize them there.
Motto, blame the refs.
Yep.
Coming back to it.
Be physical, work it out the back, blame the refs. And good job though by Spencer Hammer. Still showing hustle. Gotta like that, the team captain.
He's gotta really get everyone else
fired up. Obviously 4-1, you don't want to give up.
You don't want to set that as a captain.
Nope. Very solid captain choice in my opinion. Gunnar Call's gonna get that, and he's gonna try playing it to Xander. I feel really bad for that Sauk Prairie keeper. He's been waiting there for like 3 minutes. Just probably being like, that feels like 10 minutes for him right now. Just wants to get in the game and no one's played it out. As they're going to play that back to Captain Kirk back there.
Really gets me thinking, what if we had Scotty? Would this be a different scoreline?
Yeah, I think so. I think one of the major setbacks I think Milton just lost their cool after the second goal, which I don't blame them. But,
it was a debatable call.
Yeah.
Could have been out of bounds.
It could have, and obviously young team, kind of immature. So,
everyone stopped.
Yeah, they gave up on the play, so I think that just kind of set them off. But, hey, you can learn from this. Obviously, I know Wagner will probably still have them do the soccer homework for tonight. Obviously, a lot of reflections can be made. I think at times the defense looked good, and at times defense was a little shaky. And the same goes with the offense, as Milton's going to turn that ball over. As still has it. Rake takes a shot, but no way you're getting that by Kirk. Nuh-uh. Attaboy, Kirk.
That needs to be straight upper 90.
Literally straight upper 90 with curve that only Ronaldo or Messi could pull off. Off the post. Like, it's got to look like it's going to the corner flag, and then just like a 30-mile-an-hour wind gust would just have to blow it in the goal to get by Kirk. And Gunnar Call, he's got it. And they're going to take a shot with the left foot. And saved by the keeper, though. I feel really bad for the keeper. He was like giving probably 5 minutes, and now it's down to like 1. As fast break opportunity. Nick Patrick though tries slowing him down. Yes, Kirk, that up, boy, what a save. What a save by Kirk. It literally hit him and just bounced off, right? Just all that muscle from the wide. Just surprised the ball just didn't shatter. As Luke Wheeler's got it. Going to play that into Gunnar Call, who's going to call on one of his teammates to try to play him the ball. I don't like what you did with the wheels.
You complimented it earlier.
I'm taking that compliment back.
You can't do that.
All right, coward.
Looks like we're going to have a fight after this. Looks like only one of us will be back for the next
and that will probably be Cowley. So I enjoyed being this as a broadcast for you guys. So obviously trying to do this for a future profession. So we'll have to see where that takes me. Who knows? Maybe you'll hear me on Fox Sundays. Nick Patrick's got it. Why not? Just take it yourself.
You almost said that one earlier.
Yeah, why not? No, honestly, if I'm Kirk, if I get it, just go take it. Just go take it.
Kirk has a rocket in this guy.
Play it back there, Kirk. Come on.
10 seconds left in the game.
Obviously, Milton's gonna fall to 0-1 for the regular season. A lot of ups, but a lot of things they can work on. So, final score is going to be Sauk Prairie Eagles 4 and your Milton Redhawks 1. So, this has been a Red Hawk Media production. I'm Callahan Steed.
I'm Jacob Cowley.
And we will see you next time, hopefully, for when the Redhawks take on the Janesville Craig Cougars at home. See you next time.